Hello, it's Dandelion, and I'm going to be going from this to this. Hello, we are going to be doing a little Frank N Furter Rocky Horror Picture Show makeup today, so come along and join us. So yeah, I started off with my skincare. I cleansed, I did a double cleanse, and then I went in with this e.l.f. sleeping mask. This was recommended by Nina Poole as a dupe for the jet lag mask from Summer Fridays. It's supposed to be a dupe for it, and I do really like it. It was very moisturizing. And then I just kind of moisturized like normal. I used this Bioma Hydrating Milky Toner. I think I also was recommended, or I saw this on a Nina Poole video. And then I used my Vanda Cream Daily Facial Moisturizer. And then I went in with my tried and true product, my Face Saver Gel Face Antiperspirant. And that's basically to help my sweating. I rubbed it into my eyebrows and onto my hairline for that wig cap and to make sure that when I glue down my eyebrows, they do not move.
Right.
And yeah, I'm going to glue down my eyebrows really quick and we will be right back. All right, now that I have my brows glued down and I put my wig cap on, I am just gonna go in with a little Got To Be. This is just a really good way to make your brows kind of waterproof. So after I glued down my brow with Elmer's and just set it with just, normal RCMA setting spray, I'm gonna go right on top after brushing off with Got To Be, and that's just gonna make them waterproof in case I sweat. Not that I anticipate sweating, but who does? Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with the rest of my primers. I'm gonna go in with the challenge to myself. I'm gonna stop saying I'm gonna go in. This is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, Grip Queen. And I like to use a lot of this for drag just because it's a lot of makeup and I really wanted to hydrate my face and stick through all the layers. What are you guys up to tonight? Screwing. And see how that primer kind of erases a little bit of the powder texture too from the glue?
Right.
Yeah, it's nice. And then I'm going to go in with the other e.l.f. primer, the Poreless Putty Primer. This is the silicone-based primer. So I only use this on places that I am worried about texture. So tonight I'm doing Frank N Furter makeup for Rocky Horror Picture Show. And I am doing it for the X-Bar Denver Drag Me to Halloween competition. Week 5, Sci-Fi Week. So this is the 5th week of a competition here in Denver that is Halloween themed. Tonight is actually going to be the first elimination. There's been no eliminations up until this point, and we've just been kind of on a scoring system. But tonight they're going to eliminate it, or narrow it down to a final 4. So yeah, kind of cool. Okay, so now that I kind of did those primers, I'm going to do a brow situation. Since I'm doing Frank N Furter brows, I'm going to try to go for that classic Frank N Furter brow shape.
Right.
But kind of make it a little more draggy, because I'm still doing a feminine character. I mean, Frank N Furter is supposed to be gender fuck anyways, so I think it's fun to do it in drag. It's just kind of a more feminine version of Frank N Furter. Let me look up a reference photo. So this is the reference photo I'm using. So I'm gonna get the Made by Mitchell color case. This is the, I actually don't know which one this is called. No, I don't know which one this is called, but I think it's probably called the Neutrals or something like that. But I am just gonna go with the black. Go in with the black. Okay, everyone take a shot. And this is gonna be my brow color. I'm literally just gonna use black because they are very dark brows. Literally just black, kind of self-setting cream makeup. That's basically all this is. I love these. I'll probably use this later on as well. And then I'm gonna go in, second shot of the night. We'll slow down, I promise. And I'm gonna try to do that little S shape. But I'm gonna focus on mapping out the brow that I would normally do first. All right, so I basically just draw out the points of where I want my start of my brow, my arch, and then the tail of my brow. And And then I'm gonna try to focus on the shape after kind of sketching out just that bottom line there. It doesn't have to be the cleanest yet because we're gonna clean it up with white concealer. But after focusing on that line, I'm really gonna try to do like a pencil thin brow. So I'm gonna, other than drawing this shape, I guess I'll just focus on drawing the S kind of curve that I'm trying to do. How's that? You like it? Kind of different, kind of unique. Something fun for the kids, right? And again, I'll probably try to clean that up with a little bit of foundation as well. But just for the general shape right now, I don't hate it. Okay, great. I'm just gonna use some Kimchi Chic white concealer. And I'm just gonna kind of draw along the bottom and kind of clean it up. Do you want the house tour? I can take you to the first, second, third floor. This is a P. Louise brush. I like the P. Louise brushes, they're nice. So I'm really just gonna try to carve along the bottom. Oh, use a nice carved bottom. Do you see it? Do you see it? And then, same thing. So I'm really just gonna keep it like pencil thin like that. See how I kind of made it a little thinner and kind of match the shape on this side. And then I'm just gonna go in with my foundation color on top and finish the brow, and I'll be right back. All right, I am back. I put a little foundation over the brow to cut it, and then I just put on the rest of my foundation. And then I ate dinner. Spaghetti. Provided by my lovely boyfriend, Jesus. What'd you guys have for dinner?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm just gonna go in with a little contour. I'm gonna use the Made by Mitchell curve case. Now I'm gonna use the kind of more cool toned color. For Frank N Furter, there's like not a lot of blush or warmth in the face, so I'm really trying to keep it wet that way. It's really against my nature to not use a lot of warmth and blush, but you know, versatility for the judges. Okay. I have been going into my eye with a little bit of my cream contour recently, and it just kind of cheats eyeshadows so much easier. Alright, so it just kind of adds a base for the eyeshadow for later.
Right.
I'm going to go into my nose, using the white Kimchi Chic concealer. And for a longer face, I like to start the bridge of my nose higher. It just kind of cheats a more feminine face. Alright, now that I have sculpted my nose, I'm just going to go in with the rest of my highlight, and again, I use the Kimchi Chic white concealer. Okay, that's kind of the first layer, and then I'm going to go in with I am going to use the Kimchi Chic white concealer again. I'm just going to go in on like the center of like where I put actual concealer rather than just like highlighting my entire face. Now, I would usually add blush, like cream blush now, but I think I'm going to skip it for the Frank N Furter look. I'm going to sketch out my lip really quick because it's easier to do when it's a cream. And then I'll probably set and then do my eyes. I'm going to use the Makeup Forever black, whatever black. I actually don't know exactly what this is called. This is just the artist color pencil. These are great for like everything. You can do these on your brows, on your eyes. I use them for lips.
Correct!
All right, now I'm going to use a hydrating setting spray. I'm going to do a little like really dark kind of black halo eye. I'm going to do the Ellis Atlantis palette to start off with. I'm going to start with Espresso. Whenever you're doing even like a smoky eye, even like a black eye, it's always a good idea to use browns just as a transition color.
Right. Right.
All right, now I'm going to blend it with, I think it's Harmony. Out of that color, I'm just going to go back in with, it's not called Espresso, it's called Descend. I have no idea why I thought that. I'm going to go back in with Descend just to try to add that color back in, just since I blended some of it out. Okay, and then I'm gonna add something there in a second, but first I'm gonna do my under eye. I'm gonna do the same colors on my under eye. So that is Harmony. And I'm gonna go in with Descent. Your harmony to the melody is echoing inside. It's giving Fester right now. Gomez! Alright, I'm gonna use the Engineer from the same palette, this Ellis Atlantis palette. I'm gonna use my finger and I'm just gonna press it on as my little halo eye. Alright, see that? I'm gonna do that to the other side. And then I'm just gonna kinda go above it too. And see how it kind of fell under my under eye? I kinda like that. Alright, now I'm gonna go in with some eyeliner. I'm going to use the One Size Point Made eyeliner. This thing never dries out. Alright, I used the Estee Lauder Double Wear Mascara on my top and bottom lashes, and I really try to like smudge them out on the bottom lash. And then I used that same Engineer color from that Ellis palette on the bottom to kind of like finish that halo eye, like put it on the bottom eye as well. Looks weird, looks cool. And then I'm going to use some lashes. What's my secret to being a cover girl? These are both lashes for the right eye. Don't tell anyone. Okay, I'm gonna get some One Size Stage White, and I'm going to just kind of brighten up my under eye even more. And then I re-added some of that Ellis Atlantis Engineer color underneath, on top of the white. And then I'm just gonna do a little white under eyeliner with the Kimchi Effin' liner. Okay. And then I'm not gonna go in with more color because it's supposed to be a pretty colorless makeup.
Right.
I might go in with just a little bit of light bronzer just on the edges of my cheeks. This is the Juvia's Place Light. And I did some of my nose too. Okay. I'm gonna do a little more red lipstick, and then I'm gonna put on my wig and my costume, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, this is the look. I'm not in my Frank N Furter costume yet. I'm going to put that on in a little bit. This is just a little walk around look, but this is the final makeup. I put some of that Engineer on my cheeks from the Ellis Atlantis palette, and then I just put on a little white wig and some pearls. And yeah, wish me luck! Oh my gosh! Okay, see you guys in the next video.